block.
Oh, yeah.
Wash your face.
Yeah, wash your face.
Right.
Yeah.
I even like how they turn around and they show their butts and she said, they save your face.
My favorite part about, like the one thing that is instilled that I use daily from Robin Hood Men in Tights is when that little white kid's running to wipe the dish. And I was like, who's a scared little white boy?
Yeah.
So, this is kind of a special episode. Not only is it anyway. So, this is kind of a special episode to me. Because when you think of the big three, at least the only big three that I can think of are One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach, at least in the anime world. But, like, I'm sure, like, there's the big three in, like, sports and other things like that. But I honestly believe...
Big three automakers.
Right, but when it comes to horror movies, and I'm sure we're going to talk about this through the three of these, to me, are the big three of horror. And that's not taking away from, like, Dracula, the Mummy, and, like, the Wolfman and whatnot, like, back in the day, like, Lugosi and all of them. But I can honestly tell you that if it was not for Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, and Jason Voorhees, I don't think I'd be into horror the way that I am.
Fair.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Koffin Click. As always, I am Jeff, and I'm here with...
Justin, how y'all doing?
And Juan.
And if you didn't get it by the intro, today we have, and the originals at that, Halloween, Friday the 13th, and A Nightmare on Elm Street. And like I had said, I can pinpoint and probably have a really good memory of every time that I saw one of these movies. Like, my friend had a VHS of Halloween. I was like, hey, man, do you want to watch Halloween? And I'm like, it's the week of 4th of July. What are you doing? He's like, man, you know, you're staying the night at my house. Let's watch it. I watched it. I'm like, and because he was like, oh, Michael Myers is in it. That was the wrong thing to tell me. So I was like, Austin Powers? Like, no. I had known, sorry, I did not say it that late. I had seen Michael in, Wayne's World and I Married an Axe Murderer. So I was like, Michael Myers is in this? What's going on? And I watched it. I said, oh no.
Not that.
Jason was
Not that
actually
Myers.
right. Jason was a girl that I knew in middle school, and she was like, "Hey, do you want to watch Friday the 13th? You can borrow it." I was like, "What the hell is this?"
You knew a girl named Jason?
She showed me Jason.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Yeah, as I said that, I was like, "Wait, I should probably clarify." But she was like, "Hey."
I mean, they do have a man named Sue, so.
That was a boy.
Yeah.
But she'd given me a copy of Friday the 13th. I went home and watched it, and I immediately fell in love with it, more so than I did with, than Michael. And then I think it was middle school still, I had a friend of mine. He was like, hey, we're going to watch scary movies tonight. I was like, oh, what do we got? He's like, A Nightmare on Elm Street. And I have hated Freddy Krueger ever since then. Because Freddy is the one that messed me up the most. I was fine with what Michael had done. I was fine with what Jason had done. Technically, not even Jason, Pamela Voorhees, which we'll get into. Which is why I'm a big fan of Scream, by the way. That little quote from the beginning of that, or that line. Who's the killer in the first Jason movie? It's Jason. No, you dumb bitch. It's Pamela Voorhees.
Yeah. It's his mama. Spoilers.
There can't be any spoilers behind this. Halloween has been made like 100 times, like remade 100 times. Jamie Lee Curtis is gonna be doing this until she's like 100, which I'm always for.
So this makes her
It's
the
just like the
second
Marvel
mommy
joke.
dearest.
Ha!
It's just like the Marvel joke. Till you're 100.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, yeah, oh 100%. So I just blabbled about my experiences with these. What about you guys? Do you guys have any memories with these movies, or?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, Juan.
So my memories with this movie, I watched these I guess you could say when they first came out.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
But I've wanted to do this ever since we started doing this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Every time, like me and Justin are like, oh, we saw this later. Like, you're the lucky ones. Like, oh, I saw this in theaters when it came out. I am so envious of you.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Like, I would, no pun intended, I would have killed to see any of these movies.
In the show, brand new.
Yeah.
Right.
I would have.
Well, that's the reason why I'm, like I always say, a big fan of support your local cinema because, experiences like these are great in the movies, man. Seeing a horror movie for the first time in a movie theater, everybody there, jump scare happens, someone screams, you see popcorn flying everywhere. Man, it's great. Soda pop flying out of somebody's nose.
Because I don't feel like that happens nowadays.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you have to find some indie shit for that to happen. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like a magic showing
Well, that's
of
because a lot
Teresa's or something, where everyone's like losing
I
their
got your kidney.
Right. I mean, a lot of people these generations and stuff like that are really desensitized at a very young age. You got to remember when we were younger, this was all kind of new stuff. Anything that was horror related or whatever, people freaked the fuck out.
Especially like, and to almost start like the slasher like the slasher genre with Michael. And I'm sure there were like movies before then that led up to it, but so I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to tell you that I'm jealous of you because you're like, oh, I saw it when it came out.
Yeah. Yep. So I saw this when it came out, or all three of these movies. I've seen them at the movie theaters when they first came out. So those are basically my experience with all three of these movies. I've seen them in the movie theaters, reacting when everybody else did, all that kind of stuff. Feeding off of the fear of other people and stuff like that, which is one of the things I love doing. My family's love scaring the shit out of each other. So which is funny. It's funny that I say that because, like I said before, I'm not really a big fan of horror, but my family loves scaring the shit out of each other.
You weren't a fan of it because you were desensitized to it.
Exactly, right? Yeah. I mean, I could tell you guys a story later on.
That's exactly why you couldn't get into them either. Is because you were so used to being spooky as a family that
exactly.
horror crap didn't matter to you.
Right, exactly.
I've seen this at home.
We played pranks on each other.
We have Jason at home.
It's the rare good example of the McDonald's at home or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a pretty fun childhood. Like I could tell you experience where we ended up trashing the house because we ended up having a water fight that turned into a flower fight, and then the whole house got demolished. Not like we didn't demolish the house, but the whole house was covered with watery flower, and we had to clean it up afterward, but it was fun. It was so much fun. 80s, man.
Yeah, no, the way you first said that, I was like, well, who got out the C4 or something with the fight? Like, what do you mean? No. What happened?
No, like I said,
I'm going to turn this up a notch.
Water fight. Yeah, it started off as a water fight, then it turned into a flower fight, and like I said, and then I think maybe even sugar got involved, so we probably could have made a cake.
Right, yeah. Still some eggs in.
All it was missing was the egg, man.
Throwing eggs.
And the fun thing is my mom was involved in the whole thing, so it's not like we trashed the house. She came home and beat the shit out of us. She was involved in the whole thing, so it was fun. It was a great childhood. But anyways, back to the movies. But yes, I've seen these in the movie theaters, popcorn, soda pop, all that good stuff.
It's just pop.
Yeah.
Also, before I forget.
Oh, what did I say? Soda pop?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I lived in Texas and I lived in Chicago. So out here, I think they just call it pop. In Texas, they call it soda. So I got tired of confusing which one's which. So now I just say soda pop.
Isn't there somewhere in America that's like everything's a Coke, even if it's Pepsi?
Yes.
Yeah, most of the South actually.
Okay.
Right.
I just wanted to make sure. But before I forget,
it could be like a ginger ale. Give me that Coke.
Got it.
Yeah.
Right.
Before I forget,
big
talking about
chunks
something
of the
totally
South.
different too.
Yeah, there's big chunks of the South where they just say Coke. Yeah.
Right.
So before I forget, I just want to make an announcement.
Woo.
Go Birds. Anyway, what's your
That's an announcement?
It's football. I'm an Eagles fan. Justin.
What?
I'm still
officially
disappointed.
Cast out the Bears then?
Well, before we
Okay,
go, since
so-
you said football, I'm still disappointed that, slightly disappointed that the Bears beat the Cowboys.
Why? Did you have money on the Cowboys?
No, I'm just a Cowboy fan. Well, I'm a Bears and a Cowboys fan, but I'm a true Texan, so of course I'm a little bit more of a Cowboys fan than I am a Bears fan. But I love both teams. So
Great. So
I
I'm
was
the only
conflicted.
real Bears fan.
Hold
last
on.
year.
I was
Hold on.
conflicted. I was
Hold
conflicted.
on. I have a Walter Payton tattoo. I will always love the Bears.
Oh yeah.
But playing the Madden
Super Bowl
game,
shuffle.
but playing the Madden games at high school, I learned about Donovan McNabb and Terrell Owens and Jovan Kearse. Go Birds!
Yeah, no, I know. We've already talked about that. I was just trying to play around.
Yeah. All right. Justin?
Your experiences?
Yeah, just seeing it, parties and stuff. Mostly. I mean, I've watched it myself, obviously.
These really were party films too. Like,
Yeah.
like the right vibe and like what like Halloween night. Like, oh hey guys, we're gonna watch Halloween.
Well, and just that
Oh, yeah.
like that sense of like rebellion, because like the main thing that stuck out to me on the like cursory rewatch that I didn't even really effing need, like just seeing it again with my old ass almost 37 eyes instead of whatever it used to be. Juvenile sex is bad, okay? And it was unfortunate to me that Friday the 13th is the one that leans on it the hardest. And I'm just like, man, I thought I liked Jason when he gets there.
It was the 80s. It was definitely like a summer camp thing. I mean, come on guys, like the summer camp movies we watched,
Yeah, I know.
that was kind of the big thing about those.
Actually, when Jason did show up and he started killing all the campers that were doing it and all that stuff, if you think about it, he was probably pretty pissed because he died as a kid, so he didn't get to experience that.
Yeah.
So he's probably pissed off every time someone's having sex.
That's fair, yeah.
I don't know what you're doing, but it looks like you're hurting.
Even though he's a grown-ass man, but when he died.
Yeah. There's a conspiracy theory,
Right,
Juan.
exactly.
Jason's actually just defending all these women because he doesn't know they're not being hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there
Jason's
you
just
go.
super
Yeah,
horny.
good
Doesn't
one.
know how to displace his emotions.
I'm proud of you, Justin. You got a conspiracy.
So the psychological portion of this is he's stabbing,
Yeah.
but the knife is his penis. Anyway,
Nice.
so we're gonna just
Phallic symbol.
oh my god, phallic symbol, phallic symbol. What's in the bag? Shark.
Yeah.
If somehow this
No,
is
it's a manatee.
if somehow this is your first episode, which would be weird because it's the 14th, I highly recommend going back to our previous episodes. Last week we did Nick Cage.
Wait, so we did Horror Cage for the 13th episode?
Yeah, I realize that.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, and this is Friday the 13th on the 14th episode.
Guys, I think we screwed this up somehow.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, we messed up.
it's fine. It's fine. We'll have more opportunities. Maybe when we get to 420 episodes, we'll do weed-themed movies.
But still with a horror bend.
I'm sure there are. I think Evil Bong or something. Anyway,
Evil Bog. There you go.
So Halloween, the original, came out October 25th, 1978. And is directed by one of my favorite directors of all time,
Yep.
John Carpenter.
Hell yeah.
You said it came out in 78?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
This was also
Well,
written.
then technically this one I probably didn't see at the theaters.
How old were you in 78?
3?
You were 3 and 78 down.
I don't know. I saw a bunch of moms take their 4-year-olds to Deadpool,
Oh, yeah.
like the original, and I remember sitting there with my friends going, "Do they know what this is? This
No,
isn't
but-
going to be your normal superhero movie. I guarantee it."
I don't have that experience, but me and my sister accidentally took my nephew to see South Park when he was a kid.
Oh, the bigger, longer uncut.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So this
Uncle
movie.
Fucker.
Oh yeah.
I freaking covered his ears. I was like,
Get your
holy
fucking
shit, what the
face,
fuck
Uncle
is this?
fucker.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, what the hell is this?
So this movie stars
That's great.
I
Donald.
didn't know who South Park was at the time.
Oh, God,
I
no,
didn't
like,
watch it.
I
All
watched.
I knew is that he's like, oh, can you guys take me to go see South Park? We were like,
Yeah, sure, it's a
okay."
cartoon.
Yeah, exactly. It's a cartoon. That's what I thought, and I was like, what the?
I just love the premise behind like bigger, longer, and uncut. It's just like all about Kenny. It was my favorite.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of the great John Carpenter, when are we going to do John Carpenter Proper Week? And also do we get the one I'm just going to say immediately?
The Thing?
No.
What other John Carpenter? Justin's making a wrenching motion. What?
Christine.
Oh, you fucking car guy. Yeah. So yeah, we can do Christine.
That's also a John Carpenter movie that is excellent in my opinion.
We can do Christine.
The Thing.
The Thing.
Assumably, yes.
Somebody should suggest the third one for us.
Yeah, suggest the third John Carpenter movie for John Carpenter Proper Week.
So Halloween.
Cars. No, I'm just joking.
That's God.
Sorry, bad joke.
We do Christine and like Cars and Cars 2. Guys, I don't know what the sequel went. What happened? But Halloween stars Donald Pleasance as Dr. Loomis, Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie, and Tony Moran as Michael Myers. I'm going to get the facts out of the way real quick because these three, especially my second one, is something that me and Justin have talked about before. But the first one, from a budget of $300,000 over a 20-day shoot, this film went on to gross $47 million at the U.S. box office.
Just adds to the goat part.
That is insane to me.
Yeah.
And what I've noticed about like a lot of these early movies is that they're being filmed in less than a month. To turn around and make that, you can't do that nowadays.
Yeah.
So, second.
Well, that's
Damn,
it. Indie. Indies can.
Even indie though, like you have to have like a real niche, like film, like on Shudder. We're not sponsored, but I highly recommend it. There's a movie with Captain Boomerang, Jai Courtney. That it's called Dangerous Animals. It might also be Tom Hardy. I'll look it up here in a minute. I can't remember who's in it.
Hello, Batman. Hello,
But-
Mr. Wayne.
Time to die.
I hated that movie so much. Anyway.
I was born in the darkness. You were very bothered by it.
You're supposed to be a luchador addicted to steroids. I mean, Venom, whatever.
Yeah.
Which is funny that Tom Hardy also went to go and play Venom. But anyway.
Eddie.
Those Venom films are amazing.
Eddie, why am I not wrestling? What is happening?
So because of the film's tight budget, production designer Tommy Lee Wallace had to use whatever he had at his disposal or had to buy materials cheaply. When he created the Michael Myers mask, he made two versions. The first was a Don Post Emmett Kelly smiling clown mask onto which they put frizzy red hair. They tested it out and it appeared to be very demented and creepy. Thank God Michael didn't get that. The other mask
Well,
was
that would have went along with the mask that he had as a kid because it was a clown outfit. So that probably would have.
yeah,
that's probably why
they may have tossed that in for that thing about it now.
Right.
The other mask
Is legendary.
was a 1975 Captain James T. Kirk, mask that was purchased in a costume shop on Hollywood Boulevard for $1.98.
Yes.
Beam me up, Scotty.
It had the eyebrows and sideburns ripped off. The face was painted bluish white. The hair was spray painted brown, and the eyes were opened up more. After testing out the mask, the crew decided that it was much more creepy because it was emotionless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you rip a Kirk mask open like that, it doesn't look like anything. It just looks insane, yeah.
We've talked about this before. I'm not that big of a Star Trek fan. I more so like I'm more into New Generation. After like
Traitor, to quote the other one.
After
you watched the hell out of it that week with me a ton too.
I did.
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Hold on.
I
did.
calm. I'm just talking to him.
I can respect what Shatner did.
Yeah.
And anything after like the first two episodes of Next Generation is my favorite because Stryker has a beard, which he's supposed to have.
Riker.
But anyway, I said Stryker,
Number
didn't
one.
I?
Yeah.
Riker, yeah.
You were
Number
getting
one.
your Wolverine stuff confused. It's okay.
You're right. And the last fun
Colonel
thing,
Stryker, Riker. Oh shit, that does sound the same.
crazy. The last fact that I have for this is that the stabbing sound effect in the movie is a knife stabbing a watermelon.
Hell yeah.
I love those old little like
Yeah, the old like sound effect engineering stuff.
Like anytime there's like, I think mostly in like Kung Fu flicks. Kung
Fu flicks.
Kung Fu.
I can't talk. Martial arts films back in the day, when somebody would get punched or a bone would break, it would just be celery snapped in half.
Yeah. But like boomed up with the mic.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But
I'm actually glad that's making a comeback though. Special like in podcasts and stuff like that. The way they do like
the sound effects and
the
whatnot.
sound effects and all that stuff for
practical
radio.
sound effect
Yeah, for like radio,
stuff,
like they used to do the old radio programs,
yeah,
like
like
World of the World.
practical sound effects, or
Yeah,
like
I love
engineering
that
your
stuff.
own like random noises.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt there. The biggest thing for me for Halloween is what keeps it scary for me is just the pacing of Michael. Like, oh, he's all the way at the end of the block in the middle of the day in Haddonfield, Illinois. Does nobody see? Nope, nobody saw him. Cool. Oh, cool. He's killing somebody. Like, just the creepiness of him.
Yeah.
Just the way that they presented him. And this movie, along with a few other horror movies that we've watched, that I haven't talked about this before, this movie made me really happy that I never grew up with siblings.
I did.
I know you did.
Yeah, I have brothers and sisters also.
Oh, well, fuck you guys. Anyway, damn you. But no, I just like, in the beginning of this movie, he's like, oh, my sister's having sex. Gotta kill her. What? But also, in terms of, like, psychology, Dr. Loomis is one of my favorite movie psychologists ever. He was like, that boy's crazy. Mm-hmm.
Good job. You did your job. You said a thing.
You're better than the other psychologists. Like, he obviously laments and has these amazing monologues throughout the film.
I also like him too because he's also a dick.
Yeah.
Like what he did to those kids to get them away from the Meyer home, that was hilarious.
And he's not perfect, but at least he had the most common sense that any psychologist I've seen in a horror movie. Like,
yeah. I mean, then again, he was trying to save them. That's the reason why he was doing it, because he thought that Michael was in the house, even though he wasn't. But
the phone call's coming from inside the house.
Right.
Juan, Justin, who wants to go next?
Oh, you can go ahead, Justin.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I did it. Like I said, I did the cursory rewatch. Even though I pretty much remember them all three real good. And yeah, this is the only one that still held up to me, in all honesty. I don't know how, I don't know why. Maybe I just have like a weird brain lately. But like, I mean, because Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street holds up, but not like the same as Halloween, if that makes sense.
I think
the special effects don't. I disagree with you. The special
in what,
effects
in Halloween?
In Friday the
And Freddy?
13th, special effects are not that great. I mean, they're cool.
Well, no, I was saying
they're cool.
Nightmare
Don't
on
get me
Elm
wrong.
Street.
Oh,
It doesn't
okay.
hold up the same as Halloween, and neither does Friday the 13th to me.
Right.
But I don't know, and I don't know, for a long time I felt like if we're calling this a big three, Halloween is the one that's the go to me.
Yeah.
I mean, all you out there hate me if you want, but I don't know.
No, I can definitely agree with that. I have a slightly skewed version of that because my top three is in here. So I can respect Michael, but I think the reason why it still holds up to today's standards is there is nothing in this movie that it's been remade like 6 times.
Yeah.
This is a very easy copy and paste movie, and I love. And I'm going to repeat this for everybody so you can hear it in the back. I love the Rob Zombie versions of these movies.
Oh,
I thought he
agree.
did an amazing job with these.
Danny
But-
Trejo.
Yeah, but like
I love Danny Trejo.
to take that concept of child trauma, grow up, come back, finish the story kind of deal.
Yeah.
It is one of the most simple copy and paste things you can do.
Yeah.
But I guarantee we could have watched the remake, and that was what, not even 10 years ago.
What, the first zombie remake?
No, not when they started to like redo all of these, like Halloween, Halloween Ends, Halloween Kills.
Oh, before
Halloween
Zombie
2,
did
Electric
them too?
Boogaloo. Halloween 6, Why Are We Still Here? Halloween 7, Too Fast, Too Tarantula, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But like, I'm sure those don't hold up to like today's standards, and they were made within the past like decade.
Yeah, or a couple decades. Yeah.
So I think this is I think it's very good as just being a standalone. Like this could have been a standalone. I know why it wasn't, because look at what it made opening weekend alone. There had to be a sequel. I don't mind 2 and 3, but this is.
But no, I just chimed in because my brain never processes or realizes that 2005 was 2 decades ago.
Shut up. That's when I graduated high school. Oh, I'm old.
I was 2 years later, so I feel you.
Yeah, I talk about how I'm old. Juan's over here like, I saw this movie in the theater. Anyway.
Do you even want to share your high school grad year? You don't have to. Legit. If it feels that bad, dude, don't worry about it.
No, it's fine. I don't mind, but it's not the year I was supposed to graduate.
Well, again, don't say it then if that's a thing.
No,
too.
no, it's only because I was a bad boy
curious.
when I was younger.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I graduated in 95, but I was supposed to graduate sooner.
way sooner.
Yeah. But that was only, like I said, I was a bad boy and I used to do bad things, so.
Oh.
And I was a troublemaker, so. But I was actually the better one of my family, though. I was actually considered the goody two shoes.
So you were the least
Jesus.
shitty troublemaker.
Yeah, I was
family.
the least, troublemaker.
The least
of my
shitty
family.
troublemaker.
He was a
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
boy, but
Yeah.
not that much of a bad boy.
Yeah.
Exactly, right.
Or like an Attenborough.
I wasn't the baddest of bad boys, let's put it that way.
Fair enough.
Or just like try to say it with like David Attenborough stuff. Right. He was a bad man, but he was not the baddest.
What was the thing from Wreck-It Ralph? Zangief, bad guy, but he not bad guy.
Right.
Yeah.
So, were you done?
Oh, and yeah, the only other thing that kind of had sort of like, as far as the scary thing you mentioned earlier, the only thing that got me this time watching Halloween again was just how young freaking Jamie Lee Curtis looks.
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
Compared to like anything we've seen her in way after all this.
You could say that it
Like
was
the movie
freaky.
with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. What was it?
Like,
True
oh
Lies.
yeah, True Lies, yeah.
True Lies, yeah.
And then her in the original Halloween, yeah.
But I gotta say, she was still hot in True Lies, though.
I think I want to say,
Yeah.
because I've been watching, I watch them all the time, but I watch a lot of horror documentaries, and I want to say that when she made this, when it came out in theaters, she was too young to see the movie she had been in.
Yeah, I think so.
Which cracks me up.
Yeah. That was also like that other movie we covered that I told you she was too young to watch it. The one that I suggested.
Oh. Was that
the camp movies one?
Oh, Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah, Sleepaway Camp.
Which apparently is going to be remade.
Oh, really?
They're remaking the original Sleepaway Camp that we watched.
Yeah. What is his name? He's from SNL. Not Keenan. No, it is Keenan.
Kenan Thompson.
Yeah, Keenan Thompson wants to remake
Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp, and apparently the writer or the guy who came up with it has turned down everybody's projects except his.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious to see, and when that comes out, we'll definitely have to. Because I think that was in the first 6 episodes we did.
Yeah.
But
maybe even first 3.
But yeah, I'm kind of curious. I saw that this week, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. Juan?
Okay, so Halloween, one of my favorite holidays, by the way. So like you said, it came out in 1978. I made a note of that, and I was like, oh wow, I was only 3 years old. Which I could have sworn I seen this movie at the theaters. But I don't know, maybe I was mistaken.
It was the 80s. You probably did see it in theaters.
Yeah, probably. And then
For a
I
nickel.
put.
And still had money changed to spare for getting popcorn.
So I did like the scene where Jason drives right past the shrink.
Halloween.
And he just happens
Michael.
to look the opposite direction when he's driving by.
Michael.
Oh, sorry, Michael. Sorry.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah, sorry, Michael.
Jason rolls by in a car with the mask on. Get it,
Right,
bitches,
yeah.
we're killing people.
Right, yeah, sorry, Michael. Yeah, so Michael drove past him when he was on the street, and then I was like, "Come on, man, he's right behind you."
Let's fucking go.
All right. Oh, and then the scene where the girl yells at him at the car, and he stops real quick, but then he keeps going.
Yeah.
You know?
I like
I
when
mean, if it was any other movie, the guy would have jumped out of the car and said, "Fuck you."
Right? I like when he kills the mechanic for the suit. It was just like, I need your clothes. But it wasn't Arnold, so I was confused.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Oh, and he doesn't talk at all in this movie.
He does not.
Doesn't say not one word. I like
Just the
that.
breathing.
Yep, the killer doesn't say a word. All right, some killers in movies talk too much. You know.
Should have put it on.
Let's see, and then let's see what.
I got a cool Jason t-shirt.
Nice.
Oh, and then the
Also
way
have my jersey.
she, at the end of the movie, the way she took him out, I thought was interesting. She stabs him in the eye with a coat hanger. No wire hanger. Which we haven't got to that movie yet, but
We have it.
but anyways, and which is also Jamie Lee Curtis, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so, yeah.
Uh-huh. So that was cute. And then she, after she stabs him in the eye, what is it? She stabs him in the chest, right, or something like that. And then
She stabbed him with everything.
yeah, and then the
Upper
the,
stomach,
the
maybe,
shrink.
yeah, something like that. I don't-
Then
yeah.
the shrink shoots him 5 times, and then he falls out the window.
Pulls the clock out with the switch. I hate you, Michael.
Yeah. And then just when you think it's over with, they look out the window and he's gone. What the hell?
Yep.
Yeah. I was like,
Doing the grimace wave.
so it's like, and then
That
didn't the
boy-
movie kick in? Didn't the sound kick in right then too?
That
And
boy
it's
ain't
like,
right.
right.
Or it's just horror Happy Gilmore. They're all in the clouds waving.
Yeah.
Michael, Freddy, Jason, just all hello in the
So-
clouds.
Oh my god, I want to draw that now.
So the kill count for this movie, y'all,
Everybody.
it's only 5 kills.
Nice.
2 men, 3 women, and 1 dog.
But the
Yeah,
kills in this
poor
movie
Yeah,
are
poor
so... They're so heavy.
Right.
Like, he kills for the purpose of killing. Like, he knows what he wants to do, and he has a goal, and he's gonna get there.
Oh, and he
Yeah.
pins the,
Eventually.
Yeah, it's methodical.
and then
yeah.
when he pins the guy up
That's
on
such
the door,
a better way to say that. Thank
Yeah.
you.
right, when he pins the guy in the door with the knife, he just stands back and admires his work, turns his head like, you know.
I might have a skill in this.
Right, exactly.
So the 2 things I want to talk about real quick that we're going to talk about probably in the other ones, in these other 2 movies, but I want to get to it now. The fucking theme.
Yeah.
It is like, so when this episode comes out, it'll be the first week of October, and I'm pretty sure I've already hummed it like 70 times.
Oh, yeah.
And it's something like I just have it like I have the theme on the Spotify playlist.
You know, I think I used to have that as a ringtone.
I think I
Yeah.
still do. Like,
I'm pretty sure it's still on my phone as a ringer.
I was going through my ringtones today, and I was like the Halloween theme, and then like 4 Leonard Kenny ringtones, and then pork chop sandwiches. Like,
Pork chop sandwiches.
dude, I listened to that like 7 times. My son had no idea what was going on. I was just like, oh my god, pork chop sandwiches.
Well, wait, what's one of the Leonard Kenny ones?
I have a few. I have the as God's got sandals, it's better than fighting guys with treasure trails. That one. I have his sister saying, "Oh, is that what you appreciate about me?" Oh, look, the ground.
Oh yeah, is that what
Your sister's hot, wait.
So I have 2 ringtones that I used to have on my phone that my mother-in-law used to love, and she used to crack up. As one was that one, the and then I had one where it was this creepy like a horror movie laugh or whatever. Like it was a creepy guy that would laugh, and every time it would come on, she would think there was somebody in the house.
Dude, I shit
every
you
time
not.
my phone would go off, and she's like, she'd start looking around like someone in the house.
For whatever reason, one year I think it's like
and I'd be like, that's my phone, Mrs.
Like-
K.
the first or second cell phone I ever owned. For some reason, I had the Freddy Krueger laugh, and like I said, Freddy fucked with me. Like Freddy was the one that scared me the most. I had his laugh as a ringtone or a notification.
Oh yeah.
I used to forget about it all the time. You know, plug my phone in before you go to sleep. I used to put my phone under my pillow. Again, terrible idea. I'd wake up in the middle of the night. I'd hear it. I'd throw my phone. Like, God, no, you're not gonna. Oh, it's just me. Okay.
Oh, another one I'd like to have before we move on. Another one I'd like to have is the Joker.
Mark Hamill's laugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I like that one.
So my other Letterkenny one, it's funny that we're talking about this because it used to be your notification until I just put my phone on silent or vibrate because I have the watch.
Yeah.
But yours used to be, how are you now?
Yeah, that's awesome.
I had a really cool Letterkenny one that it was just it was Jonesy and Riley, and it was just them saying Ferda as loud as they could. I don't know how we got on the Letterkenny from Halloween, but
Ringtones.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the music alone in this film is amazing.
Oh yeah.
And the other thing I want to talk about, I'll talk about it for the other two, to not only introduce, like I said, I'm sure that there were other slasher films that led to this, but to introduce the final girl as a concept,
Oh yeah.
like everything that Laurie goes through in this, and she makes it out the other end. She presumably, until the sequels, defeats her monster. She defeats the thing that's attacking her. That can be a metaphor for depression, alcoholism, and however you want to look at it. Like, it's kind of weird, but I consider myself a final boy.
Well, I mean, even from a different perspective, saying
Final man.
getting away from the monster is just as awesome as that too.
Yeah.
You know, that you were the one that got away from the evil thing that was killing folk.
I completely agree, and I can't wait till she's older, like a lot older, that I can show my daughter these films. And it's not to be like, hey, check these out. You know, your friends aren't going to show you anything like this, yada, yada, yada. They're going to show you all this new stuff. Let, your dad show you, good horror. Classic horror.
Classic, yeah.
It's
Well,
like
now
classic
consider
rock, like
classic.
Motley Crue. Shut up. But,
Well, now consider classics.
oh, very much so.
Yeah.
But, like, again, not to show her, be like, oh, hey, I'm going to show you this is scary, but to show her the lesson. Like, again, I'm just going to use Jamie Lee Curtis as the example in this. Everything she goes through, she makes it out.
Yeah.
So I think it's really powerful, and
Exactly.
It's one of my favorite tropes.
It
And
doesn't matter what.
Actually, if
like
I'm not
Nancy and Freddy Krueger,
Yeah.
or Nev Campbell. Sorry, Sydney and Scream.
Right. So, if I'm not mistaken, a misconception of this movie was, if I'm not mistaken, is people used to say. I remember people used to say that they were brother and sister when she's not. She's the daughter of the real estate agent that was trying to sell the Meyer home.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I remember people back then were saying, "Oh, that's her older sister." Or Michael's older sister. I was like,
I
they
can
don't say that at all.
I can see I can see that connection because of the
Right.
beginning when he sees like what's going on and he snaps and kills.
Right.
That always used to throw me off. Like, oh, no wait, she died though. Like,
Right.
that's not. Got it. Okay, he just wants his childhood home back, and these people aren't gonna fucking move.
Right. Yeah, they're the ones that got the house, so he wants to kill him so get his house back.
So I feel like this is going to be really hard to do this episode. So,
But yeah, one more
no,
thing.
go ahead.
With the Michael stuff, like, I think that's, like, why I, again, fight me on the internet, haha. But Michael Halloween is the GOAT because of how we were saying earlier with the methodical, like, it's literally like a truck wreck event every time he does a kill.
oh, 100%.
And
Yeah.
like that methodical, like, killing, like you said, killing for the sake of being an evil thing, killing.
Being the embodiment of evil,
Yeah.
like, which we'll get brought into later when there's like a cult for him or something. Anyway,
Right.
so the hardest part about this episode will be this. What's your guys' coffin ratings?
Oh, okay.
These three were really hard for me to do.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, I forgot to put a Koffin rating for this movie.
On the spot.
Yeah.
Okay, on the
Come
spot.
up with one. Figure it out, bud.
All right, I say
Better.
4.5 coffins for me. Because it was a great movie. Great music for the bad guy. It was just a good movie all the way around as far as concerned. I mean, the pacing was decent. I mean, it was considered a little slow, but I mean, it was a great movie.
It's slow because ever since Alien, you bring up pacing, Justin's just gonna be mad at
Justin
you.
would just give me a crazy
I'm not.
look.
But, like-
no, I'm not. I'm not mad. I'm just confused.
But-
Like, why are you like this?
But the pacing, but the slower pacing works for this
Oh,
movie.
yeah,
That's what
definitely
does.
definitely
Exactly.
draws that
yeah,
out.
the
but
truck
the-
wreck event
the
of each
suspense.
kill and everything. Yeah, exactly.
Suspense, yeah.
Yeah, suspense. Yeah, it works for this movie.
Justin.
I'll go 4 3/4 just to not do the 5 coffins.
Damn you. I'm also 4 3/4 on this one. Like, again, I respect this as a classic. Like, if we were to ever, like, you know, if we were ever to make our own horror movie and, you know, you start doing research, you would go back to look at the classics. And I think this is a movie that has to be revisited. And I don't think a lot of horror movies get made without this being made.
Yeah.
No,
And and again, I'm not taking away from other things that were made. Like, look at Alfred Hitchcock. You guys should check out the first episode.
Yeah. Do it.
Look what Hitchcock was able to do with everything, you know, Rear Window, Psycho, and North by Northwest, drawing out the suspense, making it terrifying. Everything that, you know, this led up to. So this one was hard.
Do it.
All right.
Do it.
This
There's
is
a large man standing in your doorway because you don't keep it locked.
also the amount of
Right,
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, speaking of that, back in the day, no one had locked doors.
no more
We haven't
locked,
mentioned that one in a
no
while.
more locked doors.
Yeah, good callback.
So this is where I'm going to get a little biased. The next movie we have is Friday the 13th, which came out May 9th, 1980. This is directed by Sean S. Cunningham and written by Victor Miller and Ron Cruz. And this stars Betsy Palmer as Mrs. Voorhees, Edwina King as Alice, Jeannie Taylor as Marcy. I almost said Maurice. Way different film. Robbie Morgan as Annie, and she was not okay.
Yep.
And I don't know if I remembered this or if it shocked me all over again, because I never think about this, because I never think about this being a movie that he's in as many times as I've seen it. Kevin Bacon as Jack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was...
I
did not
constantly
remember him
forget
moving
that
quick.
he is in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that, too.
Yeah,
Because
at least 6-7 times I've seen it. I still never recall Kevin Bacon out of
So
it.
like fun, so some like fun Kevin Bacon facts for me. One, I always ask the question: does he call his nipples bacon bits?
7 degrees of bacon.
That's just fucking. So, I was, because he's in Footloose.
Yeah, Footloose. Yeah,
Because
correct.
Dirty Dancing is Swayze.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So when I was younger, I used to confuse actors.
No
So
one
for the
was
longest
Bacon.
time, I thought it was Kevin Bacon and Whoopi Goldberg in Ghost. It wasn't.
No.
I don't know why I thought Kevin Bacon and Swayze looked the same, but I do know why. Or it came to me recently why I thought they were the same person, because they both did movies about dancing, where the big thing is, oh no, you shouldn't dance.
Actually, funny story.
But I could not have seen Kevin Bacon in Roadhouse.
It's funny that you mentioned Ghost, because I got my job because of that movie. The scene where he gets Whoopi Goldberg to help him.
With the pottery thing?
No,
like,
no.
Oh, okay.
No,
I
when
was like,
he
the
gets
most
to help
famous
her.
scene from that movie?
No, when he gets to help her to go, gets Whoopi Goldberg to help him with the whole ghost story thing, where he gets her to go to the bank and all that stuff. He sings Henry VIII. Well, with my job, when I got hired there, they had made you do a skit. So that was the skit that I did, and they loved the fact that I did that, and I got hired for the movie. I sing
Thanks,
Henry
Patrick
VIII.
Swayze.
Yeah.
Right, I sang Henry VIII, and I got hired because they're
Nice.
like, "Oh, that's clever."
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So some fun facts about this movie before I get a little soft about it. But Sean S. Cunningham has been quoted as saying that the type of actors that he sought for the film were good-looking kids who you might see in a Pepsi commercial. That's how he casted the kids in this film.
Yeah.
Now, I love this. It's my favorite fact about Friday the 13th. Betsy Palmer, who plays Mrs. Voorhees, the killer in this one, because Jason does not show up until the end. And he's the toxic Avenger for some reason. Betsy Palmer said that if it were not for the fact that she was in desperate need of a new car, she would never have accepted the Pamela Voorhees role. In fact, after she read the script, she called the movie a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, that's correct.
Over the years, however, Pamela did warm up to the film as it made her more famous than infamous and made appearances at conventions and in documentaries to discuss it. So the other thing that I know about this is that she saw it, looked it over, and said, I don't want to do this. And then, think for money. And she said, oh, nobody's going to see this movie. It won't matter. Well, as a callback to the camp episode, the reason why I wanted to do that episode with you guys is because I had never been to camp.
Mm-hmm.
The reason for that is Friday the 13th. I know that we're talking about, with Michael, Jason, and Freddy, and the way that this movie ends with Jason showing up. Like I said, Pamela's the killer in this one. Mm-hmm. Jason 2 is probably one of my favorite films. I wish he would have just kept burlap sack on his head. I do enjoy the hockey mask, but Chainsaw Man with burlap sack is amazing. But Friday the 13th is in my top 5 horror movies of all time. This movie cannot be touched by nobody can fuck this movie up for me. You can throw whatever conspiracy theory you want. You can throw whatever, but this. No. This is, in my eyes, and doing the podcast with you guys, we've covered a lot of 80s horror, good or bad. This, to me, is the quintessential 80s horror movie. And this came out in 80. This was just leading into...
do you even think it's better than Howling 2?
She-bitch. The She-Wolf or whatever it was. I don't know, Howling 2. But no, this movie, for whatever it is, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I need everything Jason now. I was already a hockey fan growing up, so by the time I saw him get the mask into, just here we go. And with the Jason series in general, and I think that's why I love the original so much, Michael never went to space. So, anyway.
I knew you were going to say that just because of me, you fucker.
But anyway. Yeah. But no, this movie is, I know, is the reason why I am into horror. This is why I like what I like. And a huge shout out, because we haven't talked about it yet, but maybe, I don't know if we ever get a Patreon, maybe I'll do an episode on it. Shout out to American Horror Story for doing this season about the camp killer. They tossed every bit of camp horror into that season. Yeah. It was 1984, I think? I'll have to get into it. Second season, Coven, is the best season. Anyway.
I've never seen it.
It's really good. It's a really good show.
Yeah.
But
I think I've seen the first season, but I didn't watch it after that.
So somebody kept calling it American Horror Stories all the time, and I just never watched it because that would annoy the piss out of me for some reason.
It's a really good show, and it was a really good.
Like, yeah, no shit, it's several stories, but it's called American Horror Story. What are you doing?
Stories that are stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
They just kept I forget who the hell it even was, but I just kept hearing American Horror Stories. I need to watch it today, and I was just like, "Fuck that! I can't watch it. It's so annoying to me."
I think American Horror Story. I almost did it. It's going back to Letterkenny. Shishimis and sushi. They're sushis. Sashimi and sushi. But I think American Horror Story was a great catalyst for Evan Peters. You saw him in so many different roles. There's so many different characters. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about my man Jason. I absolutely love and adore this movie. I can watch this. This is on a Halloween we watch constantly for me. It doesn't even have to be Halloween for me.
Mm-hmm.
I watch this in July.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say that a while ago. All three of these, it doesn't have. It could be
It'd be a hot day in July. I'm like,
yeah, it could be May 26th. I'll be like, fuck yeah, let's watch some fucking Michael or Jason.
I wish it was the fall. Gotta put on Jason, Freddy and whatnot. I'll let you guys go.
Friday the 13th now, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd slightly go back to it didn't hold up. I mean, it does, because, yeah, it's... And you're right. When you said it's like one of the greatest, for you, it is probably the best, camp movie, for sure.
Oh, it's 100%.
The first one, yeah. Friday the 13th original, yeah. It's got to be, the best camp movie.
You get everything camp-related in this movie.
Yeah, like the camp of horrors trope thing. Yeah, it's all over this one. It's definitely one of the best. Yeah, no, considering like now looking back, the fact that it is the weird little toxic adventure Jason at the end is just priceless because it's.
And I'd be remiss to not talk about him, even though he didn't play him at this point, because I don't think he comes until 7. Kane Hodder. By the time he gets to play Jason.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, for whatever reason, Michael always resonates with me. So.
And Pamela's line of, my son died because the camp counselors were out having sex. It's and I'm also an Ice Nine Kills fan, so their song that has to do with this, I thoroughly enjoy. But I'm just oh shit, okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's what I meant with this. This is the one that drives home the juvenile sex is bad. Okay,
this was if.
But I mean, it's literally because there's a mother that's the main character with the whole setup before Jason shows up at that.
Plus, if they wasn't sex crazed teenagers watching kids, her son wouldn't have died.
Yeah, exactly.
And the way that Pamela carries everything about this film, she is so good at it. Thank you, Betsy Palmer.
Yeah, shout out to
Even
her
though you said it's a piece of shit, you killed it. I hope you hear this. Is she?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Is she with us?
She might be unalived. Hold on.
She may be no longer. I mean, I hope not, but I don't actually know.
I feel like I just saw her in a documentary, but I also don't know when that documentary was made.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, nothing personal, but I always thought that phrase was kind of silly ever since it first came out. Unalive.
Well, depending on what platform you're on, they don't like you saying dead or
is that
suicide.
Why it came out? Oh,
yeah. Okay. So
I guess.
So yeah, saying unalived or So my wife is a.
But yeah.
So my wife is a CNA. At least she did it for a while, and now she's kicking it as other things in the medical field. But and from when I worked when I worked in the kitchen at a retirement home style, I heard one of the nurses one day said, "Oh, he expired." What? You can say that? So yeah, I just looked it up. And unfortunately, Betsy Palmer passed May 29th, 2015. Also,
rest in peace.
She was born in East Chicago, Indiana.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Did not know that. Go EC.
EC'd up. EC'd up.
Right?
Surprised my son didn't wake up. Daddy!
Yeah. So, you done? You
Why
done,
you gotta
mister?
say it like that?
Are
Jesus.
you done, mister?
No, I'm not. I gotta go out in the woods and have, juvenile sex or whatever.
Sorry.
That time has passed, sir. You're no longer a juvenile.
Sorry. That's what I was going to say. If Halloween made me, made me happy that I didn't have siblings, Jason made me happy that, scared to have sex. So.
Oh, I thought you were saying that you didn't go to camp. Happy you didn't go to camp.
I mean, given by what happened and all the camp movies that we have watched,
right.
It seems to be a theme here.
Right.
It would have been funny if Jason would have showed up at Sleepaway Camp. Ooh, wrong camp.
So, for me, actually, there's a fun fact to this movie which I'm surprised you didn't mention.
There were so many, to be honest.
The special effects guy for this movie.
Tom Savini?
Yes. Sex Machine.
Yes.
I was so happy when I found out that was him, because I love Dusk Till Dawn and I love the character Sex Machine, and then I totally forgot he did the special effects for this movie.
Tom Savini. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm gonna just make sure something. Okay, he's still alive.
Oh yeah.
If there's anybody, if your passion is making like horror related like special effects, like practical effects, if you want to idolize somebody in that field, sorry, I had to pause because I was thinking about some other people, but I'll say it, Tom Savini is the GOAT at practical effects.
Oh yeah.
This man came up with so many different ways to do so many different things in this field. Look at Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, all of the Dead movies, basically.
Yeah. Like, George Romero sought him out for this.
Yeah.
So in Friday the 13th, he shows up in two portions. One is off screen, and then one of this like killer, like when Pamela or whatever has like when she's going to stab somebody, it's Savini's hands. Mm-hmm. And in the I think it's towards the beginning of the film, I think Alice goes to pull, like, they're doing the archery thing, and she almost gets hit by the arrow. Mm-hmm. Tom Savini shot that.
Right.
I don't know if he was just aiming and she got in the way or what happened, but Tom Savini is the greatest practical effects horror artist ever.
Yeah. Not to mention the inventor of the crotch gun.
Yes.
Love that.
So seeing a lot of his work.
Also Dusk Till Dawn. I love that movie.
So what tripped me out was when I was younger, I would watch credits because I would watch these movies by myself and I'd be so obsessed with them. So especially with Friday the 13th, be like, oh, I was like, who did all the practical effects? Tom Savini. Yeah. So obviously this was way before the internet. So by the time the internet rolled around and I saw from Dusk Till Dawn, I was watching and I was like, that looks like Tom Savini.
Yeah.
That's Tom Savini. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's not Svengoolie.
Yeah, so I thought that was cool. I totally forgot that he did the special effects
It's
for
like
that
one
movie.
of those. I've never seen Tom Savini and Svengoolie in the same room.
Yeah. And then Kevin Bacon, like you said, was in this movie. That I've totally forgot about that.
I always forget that he's in this movie.
Dude, every time their ice maker does that, I look over. I'm like,
me too. Don't worry about it.
But I know probably the podcast didn't pick that up, but his ice maker makes a weird noise. Let's see. And then let's see.
Creepy, if you will.
Oh, and then the name of the camp, Camp Blood.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Camp Blood.
Camp Blood. Everybody in the movie was calling it Camp Blood.
Well, that was the original working title.
But oh yeah, I was gonna mention that. Yeah, you killed him. You steal my thunder. No, just playing.
No. Tom Savini and the other practical effects artist stayed at the camp. Everybody else went to hotels. They watched, I think, Meat Grinder and something else every night. And Tom to this day says he could recite both of those movies. Oh, yeah. I guess wicked bad. Just in a cabin. Just I know what I'm gonna do for this scene. Yada yada yada.
Yeah. So that was the working title for this movie when they were writing it. Camp Blood.
I also believe it's the name of a Jason documentary.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Also, guys, people, whoever's listening, I appreciate you for it. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Watch horror documentaries. Like, legit. Like, they are
yeah.
some of the coolest things I've seen. There's one on Kane Hodder that I really like, and we're about to get to it here in a little bit. I know so much about Robert Englund now.
Yeah, just from watching his.
And
Or that newer one of his, yeah.
no pun intended, this movie and all its sequels, they're all camp movies, but towards the end they actually start getting a little campy.
They were campy from the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but still. I mean,
Like,
come on, Jason X.
my man went to space,
Yeah,
all right?
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It's okay.
He became an astronaut.
But do you know the best? I shouldn't say the best. To me, it's the best.
What?
The best Jason kill in all of the movies. The body bag kill.
You mean the sleeping bag kill?
Yep.
Oh yes, I was just thinking that too.
Which
when we
they
started
then
talking about-
recreated in Jason X through the hologram thing.
Oh yeah, yep, yeah. That was.
Oh yeah, it was
that was
body
one
bag.
of the best
Never mind.
kills.
Sorry,
of all.
I recently watched AEW All Out.
No, I agree. That's one of the
Sleeping
best kills
bag,
of
yeah.
all the movies.
Yeah.
Right, the sleeping bag kill, one of the best. Okay, so the kill count for this movie, y'all, it's 10 kills, and he's actually even. He's got 10 men and 10 women.
You mean 5 women and 5 men?
Oh yeah, what did I say?
You
Oh,
said.
sorry, 10. Sorry, yeah, 5. Sorry. Yep.
And he was even 10 and 10.
No,
That's 20.
Sorry. I mean, sorry, my bad. 5 and 5. 5 men, 5 women.
The math doesn't math.
And 1 snake. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen out there. I can't say no animals were harmed in the making of this film, but they really did kill that snake.
Did they?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Talking about horror documentaries, I found that out. That snake and the trainer of that snake was so fucking pissed
I
that they
believe it.
killed his snake because
The snake could have been
they
an
let him
anaconda.
borrow the snake for the movie, and they ended up killing it. I don't know if it was an accident or if it was on
Today
purpose.
was a
but,
good day.
Oh yeah, but they killed that snake for real. So there was a real death on this movie.
Jesus.
Snake.
The snake.
The snake.
Alright.
I'm a slither snake.
Dumbledore. So, Koffin ratings.
I'll go first. I gave this one 4 coffins. Not 4.5, but 4.
3 3/4 coffins.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That is a fair assessment.
Yeah.
5 coffins.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, this is the psychology of this movie, everything that it, and again, like a lot of my Koffin ratings are based on like nostalgia and like the way it made me feel. Like going back, like again, I can go back and watch this. Hell, I had to for this. I can go back and watch this anytime and just be like, yeah, there we go, get them teats for doing the deed. I don't, and it's funny too because every time that I watch this, I always for some reason forget Pamela's like reasoning. So I'm just like, all these teens died because they're doing the deed before marriage. I mean, I'm practically an atheist at this point, but it's just like, oh, this movie's about Christianity. Oh no, Mom's pissed. Never mind. Get him, Pamela.
Yeah. Well, that and they weren't paying attention. Plus, they weren't paying attention to their campers.
Yeah, another kid could have drowned, and we could have had Jason 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
It's so
There's
funny.
2 of them.
I always thought that, like, as a good, like, sequel, like, Jason was going to have a brother.
Oh, yeah.
Just because that would have been Pamela's luck, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, 2 boys drowned. Like, Jason drowned because counselors were out, making it, or whatever they said in the Night of the Comet. And, like, I don't know, his brother could have just been, like, gotten burned because some chef wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
Like, you know what I mean?
Mason, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and,
Mason got burned by a neglectful chef at the camp. Yeah.
God, I'm happy he didn't have a brother named Mason. Those sequels would have sucked.
oh, plus there's no stunt people in this movie.
Oh,
so
it's
when,
Mason.
So when
Jason and
when
Mason are here to kill everyone.
the
wow.
mom and the girl were going at it, they were really fighting.
Yeah, I guess
they were getting down.
I guess, like, Betsy, like, slaps her, like, really
Yeah.
hard, and the
Oh,
actress
yeah.
is like, what are you doing?
Right, yeah, she really slaps her. And it's funny because she even says, if you're going to slap somebody in a movie, you got to slap them.
All right. You guys ready to move on to the last one?
Yeah.
All right. So the last one, and certainly not least, is A Nightmare on Elm Street. Again, the original. Came out November 16th, 1984. I know what I said about John Carpenter, that he's one of my favorites. And though I'm not that big of a Freddy Krueger fan, like in everything that he's done, I'm just not a big fan of his. Wes Craven is one of my favorite directors.
Oh, yeah.
Because of Scream. But we'll get to that later. I'm not going to talk about it now. But this movie stars Heather Langenkamp as Nancy, the great Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. Actually, in this movie, Fred Krueger. It wasn't until the sequels that he started getting called Freddy.
Yeah.
And in his film debut, Johnny Depp as Glenn Lance, who died in one of the sickest scenes I've ever saw. There's so much blood.
Oh yeah. I made a note of that too.
That's the one with the room, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
So
I call it reverse waterfall.
If I can remember it correctly, they got that done in one take.
Fuck yeah.
I think they got it done in one take. 'Cause that was a lot.
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
So I have 3 facts for this movie. One isn't really about Freddy, but anyway, Elm Street was named after Elm Street in Wheaton, Illinois, where Wes Craven went to college. So, yay, Illinois. Also, New Line Cinema was saved from bankruptcy by the success of the film and was jokingly nicknamed the house that Freddy built.
Yeah.
So, this last fact is about Robert Englund himself. Actually, I have 2 facts about Robert Englund. Anyway, so Robert Englund is kind of struggling in his career as an actor. He goes over and he, I believe it was, did Coppola do Apocalypse Now?
Yes.
Okay.
Francis Ford Coppola.
Thank you. So Francis Ford Coppola is doing Apocalypse Now, and Robert Englund's like, hey, I'm gonna go try out for the chef. He goes over, does the read for it. Coppola's like, no, you're not gonna work for me. But Lucas is doing some weird space movie, so why don't you go read for that? So Robert Englund goes over. He's looking at all like everything that George Lucas is doing at the time. He was like, I don't know, man. I don't think this is for me. So he looks at the dailies, or like the auditions, and he goes, He steals one. He goes back home. His wife's home, and wouldn't you know it, his friend's over. And he's got this young kid's got a 6-pack of Heineken, and they're just gonna hang out. And Robert Englund takes this, script type deal, and he hands it to the guy, and he goes, hey man, I think you'd be really good for this. The guy's like, man, I don't know about this. And Robert Englund's like, come on, try it. So young man calls his agent. He gets the part. It was Mark Hamill. He stole the daily for Luke Skywalker and gave it to Mark Hamill. We owe Lucas, thank you for everything, but we owe Robert Englund a huge thanks. Fuck Star Wars.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
For Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, when I heard him tell that story, I was like, that is the craziest thing in Hollywood. It's not the craziest thing in Hollywood. I've heard, crazier things, but
I was gonna say Sharon Tate's ghost might want a word.
True. So the other thing about this that I really enjoyed was Kane Hodder, who plays Jason, was doing a bunch of films at the time. And Wes Craven comes up to Kane Hodder and goes, hey, I got a character in mind for you. He's like, oh, what is it? He goes, well, it's another horror icon. Well, not icon. Wes wasn't that prolific about Freddy yet, but he was like, hey, no, it's this, other like slasher type character. I think you'd be good for him. He was burnt alive. Kane Hodder has real life burns from accident or from a horrendous accident. And Kane's like, okay, I don't know if I want to do this again. He's like, oh, he wears the glove, a glove that's spiked, like clawed, sweater, yada yada yada. He's a child molester. And Kane goes, what? And I was like, yeah, he's a pedophile. He goes, that's not going to work for me. Why don't you go hit up Robert Englund? And that is how Robert Englund got Freddy. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. Fuck this movie. Fuck this movie right in its ass. I hate Freddy Krueger so much. I was fine with Michael walking around stabbing people. I was fine with Jason's mom doing what she did, getting some revenge. Fuck Freddy. I'm a psychological kind of guy anyway, and I really enjoy psychological horror. I love to sleep. After watching this first movie when I was younger, I don't think I slept for a week.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like, oh, no, Freddy's going to come get me. Like, Freddy and Chucky can both go F themselves. Because I saw Chucky, the first one, around the same time I saw Toy Story when it came out. That is a bad mix.
Yeah.
Because, like, Toy Story is, obviously a kid's movie about, oh, hey, toys come to life.
Right.
Chucky,
Killer toy.
same thing.
Right. Killer toy comes to life.
But Freddy...
Well, technically, he was a doll that got possessed.
Yeah, Chucky is a doll that is possessed by the spirit of a serial killer.
Younger me didn't know that.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
I thought Chucky was one of Andy's toys. Shithead. No, I'm sorry. One of Sid's toys.
Yeah,
it made sense.
Sid.
Want to play?
The only good Chucky movie is Bride of Chucky.
Yes, that's a good
Jennifer
one.
Tilly.
Yeah, that's just because Jennifer Tilly carried the whole
Right.
damn thing down there.
But rewatching this is one of the funniest horror movies I think I've ever seen.
I'll be your friend to the end.
And it was, I don't know if at that time it was supposed to be, like his one-liners, and there's actually his one-liners in all of these movies. There's even a future one, like a later sequel, that it's Wes Craven, it's Robert Englund, it's Nancy, and like a few others, and it's about those three people playing themselves, making a new Friday the 13th movie as Freddy goes to kill them. It's so meta.
Yeah.
But we'll get to those movies later. This movie cracked me up.
Yeah.
And Justin, you and I were talking about it when we had run to the gas station before Juan got here. I think one of the things that made it easier for me so many years later was Rick and Morty, Scary Terry.
Yeah, exactly.
Die, bitch. Like, I was like, oh my god, that was Freddy. This man was cursing up a storm killing. Like, and again, I didn't talk about it in Jason real quick. I want to double back the theme.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
Actually, it's not. It's kill, kill, kill. Yeah, everybody goes. Ha, ha, it's not that. It's kill, kill, kill. Yeah,
but,
it's kill, kill, kill. Everybody.
But there's like a voice box on it still, but it's kill, kill, kill. Yeah.
You got that offense? It's kill, kill, kill. Not.
It sounds like heavy breathing bullshit
exactly.
because of the sound effect they put on the person saying kill, kill, kill. Kill.
But I'm just saying, horror fans out there everywhere, you should know that fact.
Freddy really doesn't have music that like a theme or anything, but good God.
Well,
again,
technically he does. 1, 2,
Freddy's coming for you.
3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, you better crucifix. 7, 8, you better stay up late. 9, 10, you'll never sleep again.
Yeah, you're fucking right.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, yeah, that's what I was.
That all the time.
That's what I was actually going to talk about. It's like they have like Michael and Jason have their iconic themes. Freaking Freddy just has this, almost child Bible school song. It's just as creepy as anything else.
It's those little white girls came up with in Wicker Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Right. Yeah.
But yeah, Freddy's Freddy, and I think it's because the stuff that I know about Robert Englund, the thing, like the documentaries I've watched growing up with Robert Englund, not personally, I'm not related to the man, but watching his other films made me respect Freddy.
Yeah.
Not the new shitty remake though, with Rorschach from Watchmen.
Yeah.
I
I've never
hated
seen
that. It was not good.
I watched one of them.
They tried to humanize Freddy, and that's not something you can do.
No, you cannot.
Yeah,
humanize
considering what the
a
entire
child
character
molester.
actually is.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't humanize
And
a
it's
mythical dream world child molester
technically,
person. Like,
They don't mention him being a child molester until later on in the movies. He's actually just a child killer
yeah.
in the original, in this movie.
But yeah, they West cranked it up. I think in like 3 or 4. I think like Dream Warriors or something.
well, yeah, but even then, a person who loves killing children, you can't humanize them.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is it's so crazy to me, and I think this is where like Freddy kind of weighs in on the big 3. Like, yes, in terms of story, horrible person,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
cultural fucking icon.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's nuts.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure Wes was going like, oh, he's gonna be evil, he's gonna be nasty. It's like, oh my god, they love him. Crap.
It's Freddy Krueger and Wolverine, baby. No, I mean as far as the claw hands.
Yeah.
It's only them two, as far as I
Yeah.
know. One's a
But
horror, one's a
freaking
hero.
Freddy's is like a glove.
Well,
And he only has the one hand.
yeah. Well, that's true.
He actually has
Wolverine has two.
he has a clean hand to wipe.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Yeah. And,
Can you imagine
and-
wiping with the wrong hand?
And Logan's gotta think real hard to put him back in to wipe his ass. You know.
Right,
There's a
exactly.
really good parody of like this kid. He's like, this guy comes up to him. He's like, I'll give you any mutant power you want. I want Wolverine's claws. And then the kid, like, he starts screaming. His instant realization that Logan's mutant ability is his healing factor.
Oh yeah.
So the kid's like, whoosh, ah!
Yeah, exactly.
So the whole like wiping thing, if you guys have ever seen Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights, there's the dude with the
Oh,
hook hand, and like the last song,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I bet that guy is wiped with the wrong hand, and dude's like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big Crazy Nights is great. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got anything to
Sorry,
just in?
last thing about Freddy for me, and it's something you had brought up earlier
Yeah.
about like, do these movies,
What, hold up?
yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
good cut, thank you.
Yeah.
Do they
And
hold up?
just seeing it that much later too, and everything. Right?
I think Freddy's holds up graphically.
Yeah.
But all of his references are clear. Like, you knew when this movie was made. They're very clearly dated.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's the only way this movie doesn't hold up. Is Freddy's references. But again, like, how would you have known that, like, what this was going to become?
Yeah. That it would
So-
be like.
But I think as a horror movie and graphically, especially what it did to me when I was younger, this movie definitely holds up.
Well, yeah, and I mean that's like I mean I know I probably sounded like I was like hating on it a little or whatever, but I'm not. I mean the little like steam pipe back to bedroom, back to like that whole visual of the entire movie is excellent, especially for the time period. So like I do not hate Freddy, Nightmare on Elm Street. I actually do like them. I even sort of tried to like the Jackie Earl Haley, the Rorschach guy one. It's hard.
Thank you for knowing who I meant, like who I was talking about. It's the only way I remember
Jackie Earl
him.
Haley, yeah. I mean, I gave it such a try hard because I fucking love Watchmen. It's probably my top DC property. Sorry, Batman.
In terms of a movie for The Watchmen, though, it was... Oh, hey, that actually works there. The Watchmen, it's a 1-to-1 to the comic.
No,
like,
yeah.
To the graphic novel. It's insane.
No, I just mean my DC love for Watchmen over Batman.
Hey, that's the second time on this podcast that we've talked about The Watchmen.
Yeah.
Blue penis. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Tune back last week. It was funnier then when we were referring to DC stuff.
Dr. Manhattan.
So is it radioactive or small or big? Hold on.
Whoa. You might want to cover up, buddy. Why? Covering up is a cog in the machine of reality. Just put some pants on, you smurf.
Yeah, damn exhibitionist.
Yeah.
Life is meaningless. No, it's not. Put on pants. Dr. Manhattan would have killed me 100%. Also, speaking of which, I wanted to go over that with you guys. Do you think you guys would have survived any of these films? I wouldn't. I would have shit-talked Freddy into killing me.
Well, I thought you said you were the last guy. Or last boy, man, whatever.
For what I have gone through, you're absolutely right. For what I have gone through, yes, I am a final man, final boy, whatever you want to call it, through the monsters that I have fought. But I would have handled Michael like Macaulay Culkin in Halloween, or in Home Alone, movie. Yeah. I would have survived Jason, because it just wouldn't have been at the camp.
Right.
And Freddy would have gotten me.
Actually,
I'm gonna come get you. I'm trying to sleep, motherfucker.
Actually,
You're dead. Oh.
I'll be honest with you. I would have and did survive Freddy. And what I mean by that is when I seen this movie, talk about nightmares. I guess you could say it was a nightmare, but when I first seen this movie, I did have a dream after this movie of me fighting Freddy Krueger, and I kicked his ass. I won.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
Would you rip the glove off and shove it up his ass or
Pretty
something?
much, yeah. I mean, and it was funny because my dream was at my school. So, and Freddy was a kid
I
killer.
wouldn't have gone back. Fuck it.
No, it happened in my dream, and it didn't have. In my dream, it happened where he came to my school and he was killing the kids at recess and all that stuff. And I fought him, won, and I pretty much kind of almost like what you said, took his glove from him and beat him with his own glove.
So,
in my dream.
Real quick, I want to give a shout out. I don't think I named her the actress. I can find it though. Shout out to the real goat in this movie, Tina. Because one of my favorite lines from this entire movie is, dude was like, "Oh, I woke up with a boner with your name on it, Tina." She was like, "My name's got 4 letters on it. I know it wasn't gonna fit. God damn."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, "Go Tina, go Tina, go."
Low blow.
But no, yeah, and with the Freddy stuff, I've also, not to quote a recently crappy John Cena promo, but I have had an abusive relationship with sleep my entire life, pretty much. So, Freddy, I admire it as a movie, but as far as the whole like sleep and actually being bothered, I never got that option my entire life, pretty much. I've had a very odd relationship with sleep and not sleeping, etc. Right. So, yeah.
Sleep, at least when I was younger, sleep was my best friend. So, like, if I was in this situation, again, Freddy would be like, "I'm going to come get you, Jeff." I'm like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
Do something. I get to sleep, yay.
Like, I could,
Sleep forevermore.
The dirt.
No.
Yeah.
I could sleep through an atomic bomb explosion, most likely. But before I'm actually at that state, it's just rough my entire life, pretty much.
That sucks.
Yeah. But I mean, and I've just now come to grips with it, like, as far as, like, the military, I knew that fucked up my sleep.
100%.
Like,
Yeah.
without a doubt. But, like, now that it's, like, this much past, like, being active Army and everything, I'm starting to realize that it's just been me. Yes, a big part is being in the service for that long. But, I'm starting to reconcile as I get older that it's just, like, me in general.
You know, it's kind of funny that you say that, not to get, like, off topic or whatever, which we do all the time.
That's fine.
But most military people that I met, they usually could sleep through anything because they've been in the military.
Yeah.
You know, like with explosions, the fighting, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they could sleep through anything. And like they could be next to a freaking freight train and be. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. So
I hated our old apartment in Wheeling. But I had some of the best sleep I can remember there, and it was right straight up next to Milwaukee Airport with fucking private jet. Whoosh!
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Right, yeah.
The turbulence just.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because they
somehow
get sleep
I
where
still
you
got
can, when you can.
Yeah, and I got some of the best sleep I can remember recently at the old place before we moved to the new one.
Oh, okay. Okay, so for me, this movie, I gotta say, it's one of my favorite of the three, and that's one because, like I said, I had the dream, and the movie was interesting and all that stuff. Special effects were a little cheesy and towards the end of the movie, but before that, they were good.
I think they're cheesy because it lends to Freddy.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I was just gonna say.
Right.
Like Wes Craven was literally going for like copy, campy on
Right.
purpose
And the
for
sequel
the character, but like still freaky at the same time. And all
Right.
technicality.
and the sequel definitely push that.
yeah,
Right, yeah. And then, but the introduction to Freddy is one of my favorites, where he's in the alley and his arms start going all the way across the freaking alley, stretch all the way across, and it's like,
Yeah,
do
the
that, yeah,
claws
the
against it,
claws and
yeah.
everything. And then the weird way after he brings his hands in is by his face, and the way he's running down the alley after her is like, it looks like a drunk grandpa or something like that.
yeah, no.
Love it.
Well, in there, that's just lending to the comedic yet freaky.
Right, exactly.
Like and that's there's like an actual line that you can use in horror stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like so comedic it just looks freaky instead.
Right, exactly.
Like that it just
I mean, look at
crosses
Pennywise.
that line. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like everything about
Mm-hmm.
Pennywise,
Fucking
whatever
clowns.
you want to say, is literally like, okay, this is a freaky, jacked up thing that Stephen King wrote about, and now it's movies, etc. But eventually, it becomes a thing where it's like, oh, this isn't just funny, haha, clown. This is, oh, what the fuck is that? Yeah.
Right. Well, see, speaking of that, you have a problem with Chucky and the dolls. Fucking hate clown movies. Well, Killer Clowns from Outer Space I liked, but
Yeah, I was gonna
anytime
say.
that a bad guy or a villain plays a clown, oh, I hate clowns.
So
I hate clowns
Well,
so
and
much.
Terrifier is good.
Right. Don't like clowns.
Terrifier is.
I don't think Terrifier counts for the clown phobia for anyone that I've
It
heard. at
doesn't,
least.
but Terrifier is this generation's Marilyn Manson for shock value.
Mm-hmm.
Because the kills of Terrifier are insane.
Yeah.
But we're getting a fourth one, and it's going to be Art's backstory, and that'll be it for him, apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, even reality, some of the craziest serial killer in the world love dressing up like a clown.
Yeah. I mean, Gacy's
John
the
Wayne
local.
Gacy, Pogo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah, Gacy's the local example, technically. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. Hate clowns.
If we're going to talk about that, then, which is fine. Pennywise never really bothered me.
Yeah, you didn't? I didn't?
No, because I knew who Tim Curry was beforehand.
Well, I knew who Tim Curry was too, and I like him as an actor.
I was like, oh,
But he's still
I was
creepy.
like, oh shit, Rocky Horror Picture
a
Show.
clown.
This is amazing.
Right.
I played a clown.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, him as the clown, and the other guy, in the remake.
Bill Skarsgård.
Yes,
Yeah.
Skarsgård. He was good. I mean, it's
Skarsgård
creepy because they're
knocked that
clowns,
shit out
but
of
he
the park.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were both good.
I mean,
And-
Pennywise and like it aren't some of my favorites, and I get where the clown phobia comes from.
right.
But I just, yeah, the original TV special with like, I don't know, Seth Green and all them. Like, I just saw Tim Curry and I was like, oh, okay, it's Dr. Frankenfurter. This is fine. I'm okay with this. Let's
Okay.
go.
Okay, so this movie was good. The kill count for this movie wasn't high at all. It was only 4 kills. 2 boys and 2 girls.
And Johnny Depp got the bloodiest one out of all of them.
Oh yeah, and like I mentioned earlier, I called that one the blood waterfall.
That
And interesting enough, there's all the special effects for this movie is rotating room.
Yep.
And I thought that was really cool. I love rotating rooms. They should use that more in movies.
So
I like that rotating room.
Sorry.
There's a couple of cool music videos with rotating rooms in them that are really cool too.
So this is kind of fun. In A Nightmare on Elm Street. Do you know what movie Nancy is watching?
Oh, no, I don't remember.
She's watching Evil Dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So then, in return, Sam Raimi in Evil Dead 2 included a shot of Freddy Krueger's iconic glove. And In Jason Goes to Hell,
Yep.
The Final Friday, there's a brief scene showing Freddy's glove reaching for Jason's mask, which is also a reference to a Nightmare on Elm Street series. And there is a comic of Freddy versus Jason versus Ash.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know about that, but that one that you just mentioned, I love that because it was Freddy coming saying, grab the mask and said, "We'll be back," and pulls it down. I was like,
And I know we're going to get to it eventually, but rewatching Friday the 13th and seeing Ash in Evil Dead, I was like, oh my god, here we go. I am so excited.
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys want to do the ratings?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. I'll go first this time.
Okay.
I'm going to give A Nightmare on Elm Street 4 coffins because of what this movie did to me when I was younger. Like I said before, I was fine with what Michael was doing. I was fine with Jason or, Pamela. This is definitely not my kind of horror. I respect it. I could definitely watch it now because I'm, we were talking about it, at the top of this episode, the desensitization. Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to knock that out of the park.
Right.
Blake Monroe. Anyway. Anyway, people are going to be like, what? Desensitized to it. I can watch.
Mariah May, not Maria.
I was
May.
thinking Babe Ruth, but yeah.
The Babe.
Yep, the Babe.
But baseball references and fucking Freddy. But I just picked up all
the Babe with the power.
Power of the Babe.
crotch
Voodoo,
pieces.
voodoo.
Anyway, shit. I'm
Sorry,
so-
I
I know.
love the Labyrinth.
It's such
No,
a
yeah.
good. Yeah, we'll definitely have to do a Jim Henson episode.
Yeah.
That, the Dark Crystal,
Oh yeah, love that one too.
and I don't know. Give us a third one, but anyway, I just picked up all of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies for like $20 at Walmart. Like it was a steal. Like I was like, yes. I may not watch all of these all the time, but as as a collector and a fan, definitely. But yeah, go Jason. Anyway, go.
I'm gonna have to go with 4 coffins as well. And literally, I just bumped it up there. Like I said, the visuals and like the frame by frames and everything. I'm always gonna think that's a neat element for a horror movie, like precursor wise to the crazy visual horror movies. You know.
Well, I give this one 5 coffins because as it was original idea at its time, no one ever thought about a nightmare killing people. So I'm pretty sure people thought of it, but no one made a movie on it until then or now, whatever you want to call it.
At least not in this style.
Yeah, in this style, right?
I'm sure there were other. I'll have to look into it. I'm kind of curious now to see like what led up to this.
Right.
I know that. No, I don't. I was saying about a different movie. Never mind.
So yeah, so I give it 5 coffins because, like I said, that and he's a very iconic villain, even though
His history is very shaded.
yeah, there you go, thank you.
I don't think.
Yeah, so
I actually kind of have an opinion about that. I don't think Freddy is as iconic as his clothing is.
true.
Like the sweater, the hat, and the glove.
Yeah.
Like you see that sweater, it's fucking Freddy. Like
Right.
Yeah.
you see that glove, it's like, oh shit, there's Freddy.
Right.
You
Yeah,
see the
like-
hat, it's like, oh, got it, I'm dead. Cool. Like
Only fans or TikTok ladies that do sexy Freddy Krueger and stuff.
Even
all
though
over the
Indiana
damn
Jones
place,
made it
yeah.
popular first,
not
or
know
actually
that.
before Indiana Jones, there was what's his name? What the hell is his name? From Wonderful Life.
What, Jimmy Stewart?
Yeah, wore the hat, the same hat. That's all the same kind of hat.
That's Freddy?
Yeah, they wore the same kind of hat.
the like
Oh,
the,
and
like,
It's a Wonderful Life?
like the
Yeah.
the fedora and whatnot.
Yeah,
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 the
the
fedora, yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
style of fedora that is, yeah.
Exactly.
Also, when did the fedora become like the item of choice to like creepy guys? Not that I've met any personally, but like the internet has kind of ruined that for me.
Yeah.
Well, that kind
My
of
lady.
sucks because I'm a hat person. I'm a hat collector. So I don't know. I'm just saying.
Well,
I
no,
like hats,
he
so-
just means like the dudes where part of their personality is
Right.
the damn fedora.
Yeah.
Right.
and stuff. I don't know.
That
when
also have
became
that
widespread.
also have the ability to go to malls and buy swords. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
another thing I
also-
like collecting swords and knives.
Well, now I mean, at least there's still Ren Fair where you can buy a sword if you want.
Yeah, but I also have to take a mortgage on the house. But it's worth it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, that does it for us. We're gonna close the coffin on Halloween, Friday 13th, and A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Don't get killed in your dreams. Sorry, I stole your thunder.
Juvenile sex is bad. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And it being October,
Just kidding.
Take a ride with
they all
us.
had the same
what's that?
juvenile sex. They all had teen camping sex.
Teen horniness.
Yeah, teen horror.
There's the 80s.
Yeah, exactly. And then
There's the easiest trope to go after.
right.
Yeah.